Type. All right, dummies. What's up? Burger, you in or out? What are you doing? Go on your blankie. Get up and be on your blankie. Get up on your Get up me jump on your blankie. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Sure you're doing just fine. Y'all took, what bet did y'all take? Y'all took Florida plus 11. Good luck. I don't know what to tell you. Good luck on that. Florida plus 11. I start dummies. You got to be a special kind of retarded to bet the road team in basketball. Good luck to the comment section, I guess. I don't know. How the hell did you get Auburn minus 8.5? Spread's 11. They say the SEC is down bad, but 7 out of the top 10 recruiting classes are from the SEC. SEC's not down bad, they're just not as good as the Big Ten. Not this past season, anyway. Line has moved a point. Well, 8.5 to 11 is not a point. That's a lot of points. Auburn has the best chance to win the Natty in basketball. Are they the betting favorite? Is that what you mean? I know they're good. You think the barn dominates today? I made a first half bet. What did I do? I don't know what the fuck I did. I have Auburn minus 6 in the first half and over 74 in the first half. The Miami-Louisville game is wrapping up here, and then I think, is this the right channel for the barn game? Yes, ESPN2, Florida and Auburn. It'll be coming on in just a minute. Right? Right. 36 seconds left in the Miami-Louisville game. And then we'll get Auburn in Florida. You can actually bet in Florida. Barn or Bama wins the SEC tournament. I don't think anybody cares about the conference tournaments in basketball, do they? People that I know that are big basketball fans don't give a fuck about the conference tournament. Streaming Florida like a real Gator fan. No, I'm just betting on the game. I don't give a fuck about Florida. I don't give a fuck about any college basketball team. Conference tournament just ensures a bubble team getting in if they win it, says Pigskin Pete. Who do I got? Who did I bet in the game? I took Auburn minus 6 in the first half and over in the first half. I'll bet the second half at halftime. I've got first half bets. Auburn minus 6 and over 74. If you scrapbook your cousin, you might be from Auburn. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Top 25 comes out Monday. First top 25 for next year comes out Monday. Florida is plus 450. Yeah, they're a big underdog. Why do you troll the barn so much? Do I? I don't really remember the last time I trolled the barn. It's been a while. All right. The shitty ACC game is over. Time for the SEC game now. How possible is it Ohio State misses the 2025 playoffs? Way less than a 50% chance that they miss it. I took Auburn in the first half -6 and over 74 points in the first half. Yeah, I got the Vegas flu. The Vegas flu. It's a lot better now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was down bad. Real bad. But I'm feeling a lot better now. Will you do a video of the team that every SEC team hates the most? No. Because there's no... I mean, other than Texas and Oklahoma, Auburn and Bama, and maybe Florida, Georgia, there's no other real answers there. There are some Georgia fans who don't even hate Florida the most. So there's not consistent enough answers to really say that one way or the other. No Auburn ? I don't know what that means. I find it hard to bet college basketball. Find more success betting the NBA. Yeah, I bet both. I don't know which one I've been more successful on. I don't keep track. So I don't really know. I just bet on a couple of games a day that are coming on TV to give me a reason to watch. I don't really care that much about basketball, so in order to watch a basketball game on TV, I got to be gambling on it. So to give myself something to do in the off season, I bet on basketball games that are on TV to give me something to do, watch the game. A lot of people probably disagree with me, but I believe Ryan Day is the second best coach to Kirby. Day has a Michigan problem, Kirby has a Bama problem, but great coaches. I don't think very many people would disagree with you that Kirby Smart and Ryan Day are the best two coaches in football. I don't think, if anybody disagrees with that, then they're a homer for some other team, but those are clearly the two best coaches in college football. I've been killing it on college basketball. It's because I don't hardly watch it. Yeah, you overthink shit. When you're like with college football, it's real easy to overthink college football because you know so much about it. I agree with that, actually. I agree with Pete on that. All right, game's underway. Auburn misses a jumper here to start the game. Florida with possession. No score. Game's being played in Auburn. Auburn a significant favorite. Favored by 11 at tip-off. Rejected. Florida gets the offensive rebound, puts up a wild three, no good. Rebounded by the Barn. 19 minutes to go, 1 minute into the game. Still no score. Barn with the ball now. Looked like he was going to take a long three. Thought better of it. Now they try to turn it over. But they're going to get Florida with a foul. We're a basketball school, woo. Who is? What's up, Nizzy? Florida does have that 9-foot white boy. Yeah, but he doesn't play that much, does he? He doesn't hardly play, does he? They do have a 9-foot tall white kid, but I don't think he plays that much. Long three for the Barn, no good. Auburn grabs the offensive rebound, still no score. Gonna have to start scoring at some point if we want to hit this over. In the paint, nowhere to go with the ball. Puts up a turnaround hook, and it's good. Auburn with the first points of the game. They're up 2-0. Auburn is a basketball skew. They might be. They definitely can't do nothing in football lately. But it ain't a football skew. Rejected. Wow. Stuffed right at the basket. And then Florida stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Boy, they stuffed the shit out of that right at the rim. Look at this. Sit down, child. Yep, and then he was standing out of bounds. Turnover. Barn with the ball and a 2-0 lead coming up on 18 minutes to go in the first half here. Same guy. Another hook attempt. Blocked that time. Turnover. Florida now with the ball. No offense at all here. Florida fucking up again. Tried to turn it over. Somehow didn't. Florida hits a baseline jumper. All tied up at 2. Not Patriot News in here again? What's up, Matt? Number 4 is one of the best players in the country, says Sam. For who? The Barn? Is that Broom for Auburn? Auburn just hit a 3 and was fouled. On top of that. If you're going to foul a guy, at least don't let him make the shot. I mean, I don't know shit about basketball, but I know that. If you're going to foul him, make it count. How you going to foul him and let him make the 3? That's 5-star dummy shit there. 5-2, Barn up over the Gators. Auburn at the free throw line. It's good. 6-2 Auburn, 17:41 to go. Tennessee's a regular season skew. You know what? That's pretty accurate. They do good in the regular season in football and basketball. Just can't do shit after that. Florida with the ball. Tried to take it underneath, no room. Had to back it back out. Auburn with some good defense here. Long 3-pointer, no good. Out of bounds, off of Auburn. It's going to stay Florida's ball. Tennessee won't make the Sweet 16, says Jeremiah Johnson. Marquette versus Creighton is the game right now. Switch it over, Lou. No, I was watching that game before this one came on for a little bit. But no, I'm not going to be switching it over to that. I didn't bet on that game, so I don't care about watching it. Another long 3 for Florida. They drain it this time, 6-5. 1-point lead for the Barn, 16:50 to go in the first half. Truth or troll, Tennessee has 0 Final Fours. Yeah, that's true. Tennessee's never made the Final Four in men's basketball. That's poverty. That's absolute fucking poverty. How long have they been playing basketball? 100 years? 0 Final Fours? They might as well shut that shit show of a program down. Barn off the glass and good. 3-point lead, 8-5. Need a lot of points here. We need over 74 points in the first half. And Auburn by 6. Florida backing this man down into the paint. No good. Rebounded by the Barn. Still 8-5. 16 minutes to go now, first half. Wild pass. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Pick and roll. Jump shot. Bangs it home. 10-5. The Barn has doubled up the Gators early in this one. Florida winning 90. In what? Nothing that anybody cares about. Swimming or something? Tennessee is the Oregon of college basketball. Another jumper good by the Barn. 12-5. They're running away with this one early. Up 7 with 15:20 to go in the first quarter. I think Nuss is a good quarterback, but he needs to be more consistent. I do think he's the best QB in the SEC for 2025. Well, he's the best returning QB, either him or Lenore Sellers. There ain't no other returning QBs. I mean, that's it. That's really it. I mean, who else is there? Lagway? This guy had what, 12 interceptions and or 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, and they're already building a statue down there. It's sad how far the Florida man has fallen to where they're celebrating 5 lost seasons and quarterbacks with 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. I remember when Florida used to be good, but I'm old. I'm old as shit. But yeah, I remember when Florida used to be good. Thank you for the super chat, Nicholas DePerno. Thank you for the super chat. Will Georgia ever get a new basketball arena? I have no idea. I don't know anything about Georgia basketball. Has Florida already finished Aaron Hernandez's statue? Oh boy. War damn Lou. Nussmeier's got some big-time weapons for next year. Well, some people are so stupid, they're picking LSU to make the playoffs next year. Did y'all see that shit this week? Did y'all see that 5-star dummy over on ESPN? He's already put out his entire playoff prediction for next year. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I mean, this was before signing day, even on Wednesday. You still got spring practice, another transfer portal window, injuries that you know are going to happen. And this guy's already put out his entire fucking playoff prediction for next year. Seeded the teams and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? Auburn is a basketball skew. That's it, says Brett Brown. Yeah, they're not any good in football lately. Did he have Florida in the playoffs? No, he wasn't that retarded. From the SEC, he had LSU, Texas, and Georgia in the playoffs. He had Texas winning the SEC. Georgia was, I think, the 8th seed. No, because Georgia had a home game. So Georgia would have been maybe the 7th. Well, it could have been the 8th seed. Georgia was the 7 or 8 seed, and LSU was like the 9 or the 10 seed. Did he have Clemson in the playoffs? Yes. I don't trust Brian Kelly either, to be honest with you. Did he have Penn State? Yes. Penn State, Ohio State, and Oregon. Jonathan says, I like Illinois for some reason in 2025. Yeah, I don't know the reason either. Oh, Vegas was awesome, man. Vegas was awesome. You ever been to Vegas? There's no such thing as a bad Vegas trip, bud. I'd go back tomorrow if I could. Well, maybe not tomorrow. I'm still sick. I'd go back in a couple of days if I could. Lou streaming an Auburn basketball game. Yeah, I bet on the Auburn-Florida game. I'll watch any sport that I'm betting on. Any game in any sport if I'm betting on it. I mean, I don't care about college basketball. I'm not a college basketball fan. I can't tell you one player on either of these teams. But I do bet on sports year-round to give me something to watch on TV. I took Auburn -6 in the first half and over 74 points. 2 first-half bets. Why are we hiding people? Sprague, what are you doing? 14-5 the score now. Barn all over Florida early in this one. Florida with possession, 14 minutes to go in the first half. Florida's having a hard time getting anything going. Most of their... a turnover. Fast break opportunity. And Foul. Auburn be shooting too. Las Vegas has the best food and shows. If you can't find something you like to eat in Las Vegas, then you just don't like food. They literally they have it all there. They've got food from every country on earth. They've got every type of restaurant, or they've got Southern cooking. You can get New York pizza. You can get Tex-Mex. There's not a food you can't get there. If it's legal to eat it in the United States, you can find it in Vegas, period. Vegas is too dirty. What? What are you doing? Staying at the Circus? Get out of the fucking Roach Motel. Stay in a nice place. What are you talking about? Vegas is too dirty. Best Vegas restaurant? There's hundreds of them, thousands of them. I've only been to, a very small percentage. I don't know about the best Vegas restaurants. Some of my favorites, I like Carlos and Charlie's inside the Flamingo. I like Big Al's Oyster Bar at the Orleans Casino. I like the bagels at, what's the name of that? It's at New York, New York. I can't remember the name of the place. It's got a Jewish name. Anyway, there's a place inside New York, New York that's got good bagels. If you want like a full sit-down breakfast, Hash House at Go-Go is really good. Lewis, Saquon Barkley, the best running back to come out of Penn State. Yes. Yes. That's all right, Sprague. I fixed it, buddy. I figured it was an accident. Vegas or New Orleans? Oh, man. Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. Vegas is probably my favorite place to go now. I absolutely love it out there. The weather is great. You can't run out of things to do. And it doesn't matter. There's something going on somewhere at every hour of the day. When you're inside a casino, you can't tell if it's 4 in the morning or 4 in the afternoon. It's basically 10 o'clock at night, 24 hours a day inside the casino. It's now, if you don't like to gamble, I could see Vegas getting old after a while, because you can only see shows so many times or whatever. But I don't think there's any place I'd rather vacation in Vegas. Yeah, not only can you get a beer at 8:30 in the morning, no matter where you're at, you can then walk outside and just cross the street with it. I mean, you can buy a beer in one casino, walk outside, walk down the street with it, walk into another casino with that beer you bought from the other casino. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit out there. The best dinner I had was lobster thermidor, and the chef came out and talked to us because we were so amazed, says Tony Vogt. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what lobster thermidor is. I do like lobster tails, but I have no idea what lobster thermidor is. 20-13, Barn up over Florida. Now 11:21 to go in the first. Timeout on the floor. Buckeye Man, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, Lou, if you could take Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams off their team and put them on Georgia, who would you take? I think Jeremiah Smith is probably better than Ryan Williams, but after watching what Ryan Williams did to UGA, it would be hard not to take him. But, you can't go wrong with either one of those guys. But I do think Jeremiah Smith is probably better. But, that's like trying to figure out who's better between fucking, Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle or something. You're talking about two great players. Had some A5 in Vegas, must go back immediately. I don't know what A5 is either. Yeah, a lot of good games in week 1. Who would you take, Cam Coleman? I'm a Georgia fan, buddy. I'd take any wide receiver with a set of hands. The needy can't be greedy. You ever heard that before? The needy can't be greedy. I'm a Georgia fan. we're in dire need of wide receivers with hands. So, of course, I'd take Cam Coleman. Would I take Cam Coleman over Jeremiah Smith, given the choice of the two? No, but if I could get both, I'd take both. Cam Coleman's problem is Auburn doesn't have anybody that can get him the ball, and they might still not. You know, I mean, having all those wide receivers with no one to get them the ball is an exercise in futility, kind of. I mean, I do think if anybody can get the most out of Jackson Arnold, it's Hugh Freeze. But, God, he was terrible last year. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen... Well, I was about to say I don't know if I've ever seen a quarterback get benched 3 times besides Jackson Arnold. But Auburn benched their quarterback about 4 times last year. So maybe Auburn's the perfect fit for Jackson Arnold. I feel the same way if a 5-star receiver signs with Georgia, Donovan. I'm like, I don't understand. What are you doing? If you're a 5-star wide receiver and you've got an offer to Georgia and pretty much any other school, you should probably go to any other school. Same way. I'd have taken anybody's wide receiver room in the country last year over Georgia's, including Florida. Anybody's. Georgia had the worst wide receiver room I've ever seen. Why can't Kirby recruit wide receivers? Because Georgia's been around. It's not a Kirby problem. It's a Georgia problem. This problem was around before Kirby, but Georgia's been playing football for over 100 years. They've had one wide receiver go for 1,000 yards one time, and that was 24 years ago. Plus, when you play wide receiver at Georgia, you only get to play 2 plays, then you have to come out for 10 minutes. Go back and watch any Georgia football game from when George Pickens was there. Start at the beginning of the game. He was number 1. Start from the first play of the game. Pause it. See if you see George Pickens on the field. Then count how many plays in a row he plays before he comes out. You'll never see him play more than 2 plays, and he comes out for 5 plays. Then he go back in for a play, then out for 3. Then in for 3 plays, then out for 7 plays. I don't understand it. They rotate wide receivers like I ain't never seen. You watch Ohio State play. Yeah, Ohio State's got 5 good wide receivers. That's true. But 90% of the time, Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka are on the field. Why? They're the 2 best wide receivers. Georgia doesn't have a Jeremiah Smith or Emeka Egbuka, but 2 of Georgia's wide receivers, whichever 2, are better than the rest. I don't know which 2 they are, but 2 of them are better than the rest of them. Those 2 should be playing. I don't understand. Go look at Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey spent more time running on and off the field than he did running routes at Georgia. Go back and watch the tape. All you people that like to claim you watch the tape, go back and watch the tape. Watch Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers run on and off the field every 3 plays. I think that was part of the problem. Yes, I do think all the distractions and the arrests Georgia had in the offseason were part of the problem. Not particularly the arrests themselves or any one arrest, but when you got that many players that are fucking up in one offseason, to me that's a sign that the team just isn't focused. So whether it was arrests or not going to voluntary workouts or whatever stuff that we might not know about, when you have stuff like that happening, to me that's just a team that's not focused. No leadership. A severe lack of leadership on the team last year. Carson Beck's a thumbsucker. I mean, I like Carson Beck. I think he's a good quarterback, and I think he'll have a really good year at Miami, but he's no leader. He sits in the corner and sucks his thumb. I mean, you know, look at him on the sideline. He pouts and moans like a 2-year-old. He's not a leader. A quarterback is the natural leader of a team. Carson Beck wasn't that. Who was the best offensive player? Probably Trevor Etienne. Well, hard to be a leader your first year on a team when you transferred from a rival team. There's just no leadership on that team. As an Ohio State, it's crazy our 5th best wide receiver is also a 5-star. It's insanity. It's absolute insane. The wide receivers that Ohio State's able to get is mind-boggling to me. It's the way Georgia gets linebackers. Georgia gets linebackers the same way Ohio State gets wide receivers. I'm amazed constantly at how many 4- and 5-star wide receivers Georgia has riding the bench. Damon Wilson's an NFL player. Never played it down at Georgia. Had to transfer out. He'll be in the NFL in 2 years. Carson Beck didn't give a fuck about UJ. I don't know. Stayed there 5 years. How long is he supposed to stay there? What do you mean he didn't give a fuck about UGA? He was there for 5 years. Thank you, Nicholas and Buckeye Man, for the super chats. Florida has come back while we weren't paying attention. 22-20. 2-point game. Barn with the ball. Drives the lane. Dishes it underneath. Hook. Short. No good. Rebounded by the Gators. Chance to tie the game here for Florida or take the lead with a 3. 8:45 to go now in the first half. Pick and roll. No good. Kicks it back out. Long 3 from another zip code, and he drains it. Florida with a 1-point lead over the Barn, 23-22. Georgia relying on the walking boot Robinson running backs and a mighty Cash Jones to save the day. Yeah, I got into it with somebody a couple of weeks ago on one of these live streams that thinks Georgia's got no issues at the running back situation. What? How was that? That guy took 4 steps and a bunny hop. They still didn't call a walk. Auburn got away with one there. Florida still with a 1-point lead. Auburn and fell asleep the last 10 minutes. What are y'all doing? Fouled that time. Auburn be going to the line. The refs are dog shit. Yeah, that's just copy and paste that. Vandy will beat the Barn on Tuesday, says Vandy Dandy. That means take everything you have and put it on Auburn. Vandy, I don't think I've ever seen you type anything that's right or true. Remember when Bruce Pearl used to wear skin-tight suits and sweat through them at Tennessee? No, I don't remember that. Commercial break in the game now. Let me go fill up my water. Also in 2. All right, still on commercial. Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, 5 stars. Ennis Graham and Porter, 4 stars. Ryan says, I'm getting head right now, Lou. Something you haven't gotten in a very long time. Well, whatever guy's giving it to you, tell him I said, what's up? You shop at On Reserve? No, somebody has sent me like 10 of these. I'm not joking. I've got probably 10 of them in my closet. Somebody that watches the show sends me a package 2 or 3 times a year. It's your bitch. I don't care what you call the guy. Call him your bitch. Call him whatever you want. That's between the two of you. Ryan Rakestraw. I've never seen somebody... Like, that's how it was in the olden times, I guess. People's last name was their jobs. You know? Georgia basketball can't win on the road, says Morgan Kemp. Hey, what's up, Joe? Rakestraw. Yeah, Ryan Blacksmith. Ryan Trashman. Ryan 7-Eleven guy. Ryan Rakestraw. Probably, I mean, I'm not putting him down. He's probably real good at it. Bama going back to the Citrus Bowl. Dang, is that true? Is that true, Bama fans? Y'all headed back to the Citrus Bowl next year? Alabama fans been a little quiet this offseason. I don't know why that is. It's not the usual we're going 100-0 next year routine from the Bama fans. I don't know. Alabama is losing the Iron Bowl in Jordan-Hare Stadium. All right, Auburn at the line, down 1. First free throw, no good. 23-22, 7:48 to go in the first half. Ryan is working a glory hole in some rest stop on I-40. Damn. Yeah. It's the oldest profession in the world. I don't know what Florida's got going on here, but it didn't work. Tied up at 23, Auburn with the ball after Florida tried some Harlem Globetrotter shit that didn't work. Barn drives the lane, no good. Rebounded by the Barn, kicks it out for 3. Bang, buries it. 3-point lead for the Barn, 26-23, 7:25 to go in the first half. Bama don't know what to say since they usually say you don't want to play a pissed off Nick Saban. Oh, yeah. Florida for 3, no good. They get the rebound, and it is good. Back to a 1-point game, 26-25, Barn on top. There's no more dynasties in college football, says Floby. Will be if Georgia wins the Natty this year. Lou, who you think will start for Georgia in the Gumps? A bunch of people for both teams. Approximately 11 on offense and 11 on defense each. You add special teams in, you're looking at about 30 to 35 starters per team. I've got neither the time nor the inclination to list them all out for you. Florida with the ball. Down 4. Shot clock winding down. They put up a prayer. No good. Auburn with the rebound. 29-25. Coming up on 6 minutes to go now in the first half. We need the Barn to run it up here at the end of the first half. We've got Auburn -6 and over 74 points. Feel pretty good about the over 74. Whoa, spin move. Banks it in and good. Wow. That might be on the highlight show there. 31-25. Barn pulling away again. Why is Florida already building a statue of Lagway? Because they're down so bad, they're looking for any grasp of hope. So they're celebrating the fact that they only lost 5 games and Lagway threw 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. They've been down for so long, they think those are good things. They don't know any better. They forgot what it's like to be actually good. Long 3 for the Barn. No good. And out of bounds. Florida's ball down 4 with 5:20 to go. This might be a hot take, but I think any team in the top 5 beats 2001 Miami. Yeah, that's a scalding hot take. I'm not even reading the rest of that. That might be the most serious case of recency bias in the history of recency bias. Any team in last year's top 5 could have beat one of the best 2 or 3 teams of all time, is what you're saying. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to go ahead and say no on that.
5-star dummy.
If you think Notre Dame or Penn State would have beat 2001 Miami, you got a set of mental issues that ain't been defined, bud. Come on, man. Come on now. 2024 Penn State could beat 2001 Miami. Has got to be on the Mount Rushmore of stupidity, bud. ...2001 Miami would shove 2024 Penn State into a locker. 2001 Miami would shove just about every team that's ever suited up into a locker. All right, 2-point game, 31-29, just under 5 minutes to go. Auburn with the ball. Drive, spin move in the lane, nowhere to go with it. Dishes it. Now what? And Auburn just turned it over again. I don't know what the fuck Auburn's doing. They're shitting on their foot. 95 Nebraska versus 2001 Miami would be good. I think 95 Nebraska is the best team of my lifetime. Florida stripped, but they retain possession. Long 3, drains it. Florida takes the lead again, 32-31, coming up on 4 minutes to go. Now the barn misses a layup for no reason. Down 1. Florida's up 1 and has the ball. Now they're in the lane. They put it up and in. Florida with a 3-point lead now. Florida just won't go away. Florida just won't take no for an answer. 3:40 to go. The barn needs to get their shit together here. We're going to lose these first half bets. At least one of them. We're going to lose barn -6. Might hit the over 74. They're at 65 points now. We need 10 more points, and we got 3.5 minutes. So we're going to hit the over 74. Hooping to harm that time for the barn. Chance for a 3-point play here. 1-point game. Auburn headed to the free throw line with a chance to tie it up. Broom or Cooper Flag? Well, I don't know. Isn't Broom 27 years old and Cooper Flag is 18? I guess I'll take Broom today, but I think Cooper Flag will be better in 8 years than Broom is today. Isn't that guy for Auburn 28 years old? He's one of these perpetual college students. No, I've never played. Well, I've played some competitive basketball, yeah. You know, street basketball. I've never played in a league. Best team I've ever watched was 2020 Bama. Yeah, they get no credit at all for beating up on a bunch of people in empty stadiums with no non-conference games. They couldn't even go 15-0. So I completely discount everything that happened in 2020. So I don't even include 2020 Bama on my list of best anything. Nico winning Defensive Player of the Year next season. He can put that right next to his Heisman and his Nobel Peace Prize that he won last year. Didn't he win the spelling bee too? You act like a cheerleader. How's that? Not sure what you mean there. I didn't watch Anthony Edwards when he was at Georgia, so I don't really have an opinion on him at Georgia. I mean, I know he was good at Georgia because he ended up being drafted #1 overall, but I don't give a fuck about Georgia basketball, so I can't name one player on their team right now. Well, they got that white boy that's got a weird name. No, I know 2 players on Georgia right now. Blue Kane, the white boy that misses every 3 he takes, and something Sewell. I only know him because he's a 5-star. And every Georgia fan on the planet that pretends to care about basketball was hyping him up. But I'm not a Georgia basketball fan. I don't care about college basketball outside of betting on it. There are no Georgia basketball fans. No, there's some on Twitter because I see them on there, but I'm just not one of them. Who's the best modern college football team to not win the Natty? I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to go year by year in reverse. So, like, take this year and last year. Who didn't win the Natty last year? Who didn't win it this year? I have no idea. 2023 Georgia was pretty good, though. Florida with a jumper. Good. It's back to a 3-point lead with 3 minutes to go. Florida 36, Auburn 33. Southern Cal in 2005 was pretty good when they lost to Texas in the Natty game. Long 3 for Florida. Drains it. 6-point lead. 39-33. Florida putting a whooping on the barn. I thought the barn was a basketball SKU. Is that what y'all was saying? Notre Dame made Georgia their prison wife, unfortunately. Did you not watch the game? Well, you probably did watch it. You just don't have the ability to understand it. I remember saying in a call-in show that Florida was going 1-11 this year. Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah, they actually went 7-5. They got a statue to commemorate it, too. Nico and Horseshoe South down there? I don't know what that means. Lou, is the ACC worse in basketball or football because they're shit in both? I think they're worse in football. They've got a legitimate title contender in basketball, at least, in Duke. Neyland equals Horseshoe South? I don't even know what that means. You've never even played Ohio State in Neyland, have you? Notre Dame beat Georgia in a 2-minute span. Could have gone either way. Yeah. The only reason Tennessee won the Natty is because Nico's on campus. There's probably some truth to that. That's Nico's biggest accomplishment so far, is the baseball team winning a Natty. Damn, that's bad. That's bad there. Now Florida gets fouled on a three-point attempt. They'll be shooting 3 free throws now. They're up 4, 39-35, 2 minutes to go in the first half. So who is Florida's coach this time next year? I have no idea. They should have fired Billy Napier already. But they've done give up on football. They don't care anymore. So they're just keeping him around. Why didn't Anthony Edwards get any reps at safety on the 2019 Georgia team? Because he good at football? Because he wasn't on the Georgia team. Come on, man. He wasn't on the team. What do you mean? Seven-point lead for Florida. Auburn's got the ball, 1:49 to go. Room in the paint, puts it up, no good. Well, this guy Broom y'all are talking about is a fucking garbage can. Dog shit, too. Florida gets charged with an offensive foul there, though. Is Florida's head coach 11 years old? Or 12? Looks like a baby. I'm curious to see if Austin Simmons is going to be good this year for Ole Miss. Wish we had Dart for one more year. With conference expansion, can conferences claim championships, Heisman, etc. of new teams that didn't win those awards in the team's new conference? No. No. Florida is like Tennessee, a list of trash-ass coaches. I'm so excited that the offseason is here because I know when the season comes around, I'll have to crawl back into the hole I live in and not be back once again. Man, come on, Drew. Tennessee had a good year, man. Yeah, I got that Vegas flu. Group of 4 teams shouldn't be allowed in a 12-team playoff. I agree. They shouldn't even wait on the group of... They shouldn't even wait on the Power 4 to exclude them. They should just withdraw from the playoff and start their own. But they're stupid and won't do that. Florida with the ball up 4. No good. Out of bounds off the barn, though. Florida's going to retain possession with 1:06 to go. If Travis Hunter can win the Heisman, Smith can too. He'll probably be the favorite or one of the favorites heading into the season. Lou, who's making more NIL money, Jeremiah Smith or Cooper Flagg? I have no idea. Now Florida turns the ball right back over with 1:06 to go. Barn down 4, though. I don't know if Smith can win a Heisman. They're going to double cover at least the next 2 years. Arch for Heisman. He's top 5 in the betting odds right now. Arch Manning is, which is crazy. But he is. Florida gets fouled. They're going to go to the free throw line with 45 seconds to go, and they're up 4. Ohio State only won because it was cold. I took Auburn -6 in the first half and over 74 points in the first half. So we've hit the over. So we're going to go 1-1 on the bets in the first half. Nobody cares about your homophobia in here. So don't type that again. Come out of the closet. The only person using that word in 2025 are closeted homosexuals. There's no reason for you to still be in the closet in 2025. It's acceptable to be gay. Come out of the closet. Now the Barn gets hit with a charging foul. 35 seconds to go. Florida's up 6, 44 to 38. Florida's going to get the ball back. Auburn getting the borderline calls. Florida getting elbowed by Auburn and can't get a call. Florida just went to the free throw line. They went to the free throw line 3 times a minute ago. Florida just got another call here, a charge on Auburn. So I don't know what game you're watching. Yeah, Texas A&M does have male cheerleaders. What do they call them? Yell leaders or whatever? White boy 3, good. Florida all over the Barn now, 47 to 38. Barn getting ran out of their own building. Barn's in shambles. At home, too. Another foul on Auburn. White boys shooting free throws now with 1.9 seconds to go. Why is Hugh Freeze dressed up as Bruce Pearl? Yeah, this isn't good here. This isn't good from Auburn at home here. Not good from the Barn at home. You're watching the beginning of the resurgence of Florida athletics. Oh boy. Better mark that down. Better write that down too. And I have to write that down there. All right, halftime score 48 to 38. Florida up 10 over the Barn. Florida just won't go away. Oh, the scoreboard didn't update. Y'all just now telling me. Hold on, I'll fix it. There you go. Sorry about that. Napier winning the Natty next year. Boy, I love the offseason. And that's exactly why, too. College football fans are at their dumbest in the offseason. That is for certain. Yeah, I've been keeping up with the exercising. I had to skip probably 3 or 4 days this week because I was sick and I pulled a muscle in my back sneezing. Damn. Y'all don't ever get old like me. I was sitting in my damn chair right there working on the computer. I sneezed and pulled a whole muscle in my back right here. Boy, you want to talk about some fucking pain? So I had to take 3 or 4 days off from the exercise. But I exercised earlier today in the living room. Yeah, might have to take me out to the farm. Might be time to just take me out to the farm. Drop me off. It was bad. It hurt, too. It hurt real bad. I couldn't put my socks on. I couldn't bend over to do anything. I had to, like, it took me like 7 or 8 minutes to get out of bed for like 2 or 3. I had to, like, do this thing where I would, like, roll out of the bed and, like, put one leg on the floor and try to get up, keeping my back a certain way or whatever. And it was right above my waist, like right here on my right side, right above my waist. Boy, it hurt, but it's better now. It hurt. It still hurts a little. It just feels kind of like a bruise now, but it's not that big of a deal now. I think that was Tuesday when that happened. Tuesday, Wednesday. It happened Tuesday morning. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were bad. Friday, yesterday was okay, and today it's pretty good. Jesus died for us. He rose from the dead 3 days later. He ascended to the right hand of the Father, and one day he's coming back. Repent and turn away from your sins and turn to Jesus. Well, doesn't the Bible also say that when I was no longer a child, I put away childish things? I think it does. How do you feel about the NFL ref stuff coming out? I haven't heard of any NFL ref stuff coming out. So I don't know how I feel about it. Lou, thoughts on the Mormons giving AJ Deben, I don't even know what that says, $6 million in NIL? Hey, if they have it, they pay it. More power to them. I don't know who that is. Is that a high school kid? I don't know who that is. Doesn't God make loose knees and break his back? No. God only gets credit for the good things. Whenever something bad happens, they just say, well, it's free will or whatever. You know, like child cancer. It's got nothing to do with God. Nothing. That's just something that happens. Apparently that's outside of God's purview. Child cancer. But like if something good happens, yes, then it's because of God. That's how the religion thing works. Who's more annoying, Bama fans or Pat Mahomes' brother? I know a little about Pat Mahomes' brother, and I know he's annoying and people don't like him, but I don't. To me, Bama fans are more annoying. That's probably because I spend more time around Bama fans than I do Pat Mahomes' brother, but I know what you're talking about with Pat Mahomes' brother, though. Thanks, Mew2. Biggs Mike, what's up? We went 1-1 in the first half of the Auburn game, Mike. I had over 74, that hit, but I had Auburn -6. That, of course, did not hit. So we went 1-1. What do we need to do for the second half? Y'all think Auburn's going to come back in the second half, or let me tell you what the second half line is. Auburn's a 9.5-point favorite in the second half. So what are they down 10? They're down 10. Auburn's favored by 9.5 in the second half. So Auburn would have to win the game to cover the 9.5. So do y'all think Auburn can come back and win? We'll make a quick poll. Start poll. I'm just going to make it who wins. It's that simple. Right now, Auburn's down 10. Who wins? How's the ACC horseshit in both basketball and football besides Duke? Yeah, ACC done fell off, it would appear. How you doing from Belfast, Northern Ireland? This is the most chilled I've ever seen you on a Saturday. Yeah, no reason to get worked up when there's no football games on. I don't give a shit what happens in these basketball games, outside of betting on them, but, I don't bet a bunch of money on these games. I just do it to give me a reason to watch, so win or lose, if I win these games, it's not going to change my life one bit, and if I lose these games, it's not going to change my life one bit, but I just do it to give me a reason to watch, so... Plus, I'm a little down bad with the Vegas flu still. Yeah, a little down bad with the Vegas flu. What are you doing in Belfast? Making pipe bombs or something? They still do that over there? I will say this for the record to anyone, and the Uncle Lou too. If you've ever been church hurt before on behalf, I'd like to say that I'm sorry. Jesus wants to save you, and he can. Yeah, I don't need saving, bud. I don't need saving. I mean, I don't have a problem with your religious beliefs, but they should be yours. Not mine or anybody else's in this comment section, and I'm pretty confident that nobody gives a fuck one way or the other what your religious beliefs are. Just to be honest with you. No one fucking cares. Tell us what team you're a fan of so we can tell you how shitty they are. Outside of that, uh, I don't know. I mean, I respect your right to believe whatever you want, but key word is you there. Your religious beliefs are yours. We don't need you in here polluting the chat with it. We all know the good news. Oh, yeah, the hockey game was great. That was probably the highlight of the trip. Honestly, that's probably the most fun I had was the that Sunday night. We went to the hockey game, and then we went to a y'all know what a Coyote Ugly is? The bar Coyote Ugly? The hockey arena in Vegas is right behind the New York casino. So when the hockey game was over, we walked to the New York casino, and they had the Coyote Ugly there, the Coyote Ugly bar. We walked in there, the place was filled with like 25 to 30-year-old people. And we come stumbling in after the hockey game, 45 to 60 years old, basically, the crowd we were with. But I mean, we didn't give a shit. But yeah, we definitely looked at a place, but I mean, we didn't give a fuck. But that was a lot of fun in there. Ohio State only won because of their faith in Jesus. Well, if that's true, then Notre Dame lost because of their faith in Jesus too, because Riley Leonard gave a press conference where he said Jesus was the reason that they made it to the national title game. Well, if he's the reason they made it there, then he has to be the reason they lost. But like I was saying earlier, that's not how religion works. Religion only gets credit for the good things that happen. When something bad happens, it's free will or whatever. Oh, Paul definitely didn't know where he was. Paul was so out of it. He didn't even know where his head and his shoulder. Paul did this dancing contest inside Coyote Ugly, where you had to do basically, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Y'all remember that game from when you were a kid? They had this dancing contest inside the Coyote Ugly, and Hufferbilly Slaw was in it. And the DJ basically would say, head, you'd put your hand on your head, knees, on your knees. Boy, Paul didn't know what the fuck he was doing. The DJ's like, head, and Paul's like, knees, toes. Like he didn't have any fucking clue what he was doing. It was hilarious. Hey, Star Wars, we've heard enough of the fucking religious bullshit. Take it and stuff it up your ass. I'm not sending you a tithe. You're not getting 10% of shit around here. So, talk basketball, football, something. But no, I don't give a fuck about your religious shit. And, so, no, don't hide him. Don't hide people. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes brainwashes players in high school. I don't know anything about that. Dula, this guy here in the chat section, let the big dog eat. We call him Dula. He was with us in Vegas. He got thrown out of the damn Coyote Ugly. Him and y'all know DJ David? He's an Oregon fan. He calls into the call-in show a lot. He's in the comment section a lot. Dula and DJ David started wrestling inside Coyote Ugly. I mean, they were just kidding around. But they started wrestling inside a Coyote Ugly, and this big-ass bouncer came and threw them both the fuck out. How are you going to be 45 years old and get thrown out of Coyote Ugly, man? Y'all don't know how to act. That's down bad. Look, if you're 45 years old and getting thrown out of any bar or club, you're down bad, man. Y'all was down bad. Bad. There. And then this will be the end of it. Hey, Star Wars man. So Trump just appointed a White House faith leader. And of course, they've made it their mission to end discrimination against all white Christians, because that's a huge problem. Huge problem. Discrimination against the white man. Big problem. But what is this? This is...
When I walk on White House grounds, God walks on White House grounds. I had every right and authority to declare the White House as holy ground because I was standing there, and where I stand is holy.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
Is that true?
We are in a spiritual war right now. Let every demonic network that has aligned itself against the purpose, against the calling of President Trump, let it be broken, let it be torn down in the name of Jesus.
You want me to tell you what my thoughts are? The thoughts of the King of Kings, the thoughts of the Lord of Lords. I'm downloading heaven.
What? Hold on. What was that?
Downloading heaven.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What was that? What is this? White House faith leader. Let's see, what does she have to say this time? Let's see. Maybe this will be a little more understandable. Let's see. What is she saying?
And strike and strike and strike and strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. For I hear victory, 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 victory in the corridors of heaven. In the corridors of heaven. Victory, 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 victory. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda aka ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike didi ashata. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus.
No, they can't come here. No. No, 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 no. I only want American angels here.
Angelic
no
forces,
African
angelic
angels.
reinforcement,
Can't have that.
angelic reinforcement, angelic reinforcement. Pika hata anda ata.
What is that?
Bata rata anda eke eke manda rasata. For I hear the sound of victory. I hear the sound of victory. I hear the sound of victory. I hear.
We're paying her. We're paying her. Now. She's a federal employee now. All right, the second half is underway, and it's probably a good thing. Oh, we never bet on the second half. Damn it. See, y'all got me distracted. And now we never bet on the second half. Y'all think Florida hangs on to win? What's the live line on the game? Let's see. Live bet. That speaking in tongues shit is wild. I wonder, is Star Wars man still in here? Do you speak in tongues, Star Wars man? What's the live line on the game? Let's see. Florida is favored by 2.5. Should we put a bet on Auburn just so we can root for a comeback, or is that dumb to do? Hey, can you speak in tongues? No? Have you ever tried?
No. I ain't got no interest in it.
All right. Well, I know some of them Korean churches get wild. What the hell? Let's take Auburn minus 3.5. Just see if we get lucky. Y'all want to do that? Or Auburn plus 3.5. See if they can come back. Just to give us a reason to watch the damn game. Come on. Go through. All right. We took Auburn plus 3.5 just to give us a reason to watch the game. It's fun to root for the comeback sometimes. Well, Auburn can't hit the bras out of a barn. Pun intended. I mean, they're dog shit. They've got the ball down 12. They just can't get no damn shot. Look at this dumb shit. 3-pointer from a mile away, no good. Easy rebound for Florida. Outlet pass, layup and in. 14-point lead for Florida. Auburn might be dog shit. Is that true? Turns out Auburn might be dog shit. Now Broom finally makes a bucket and gets fouled, so a chance for a 3-point play here for the barn. Terry Shields says, I can speak in tongues after 12 pints of Guinness. Yeah, Florida's got I think he's a white guy too. That's 9 feet tall, but he never plays. I think he's a freshman. But yeah, he's like literally 9 feet tall. It's official. Auburn is dog shit. I mean, Auburn is absolute dog shit. UJ won't make the tournament. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. About that. $13-point lead. Free throw makes it 14. Auburn's down bad. Burgle. Auburn might be dog shit, dude. Come on, get up, bop, bop. Auburn might be dog shit, Burgle. Auburn for 3. Brick. Rebounded Florida. Yeah, Auburn's dog shit. It's pretty much official. $57-43, 17 minutes to go in the game. Florida for 3. Now they bricked one of their own. Florida's up so big they have multiple white people in the game. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's like when Georgia starts letting Cash Jones run it up the middle on people in the fourth quarter. Brian Kelly is arrogant. He has the ego of Jackson and the personality of Brittany. Fuck that fake accent leprechaun. Yeah. Plus he's getting sued now too. That's a fact there, Vandy. He finally said something right. Long three from Florida, and they fucking nail it. Blindfolded, basically. I mean, what the fuck? It's like Florida's basket is fucking 10 feet wide. They can't miss. Auburn is dog shit. Three for Auburn. No good, of course. Rebounded by Florida. Foul on Auburn. I mean, this is embarrassing for the Barn. At home. Auburn's getting blowed out at home. Down bad. I thought there was going to be a basketball school, but it looks like they're just going to remain a nothing school. Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Not fair. Auburn is dog shit, y'all. Wow. How is Auburn this bad but ranked number 1? Barn is better in baseball than they are football. Who had they played? Who had Auburn played? I really don't know, to be honest with you. No idea. I really don't know who they've played. Florida beat Tennessee by 30. Yeah, Florida beat Tennessee by 30, but Florida beat Tennessee by 30 at home. Florida was at home. This is a road game. Auburn's getting humiliated at home. That's different. Tennessee just beat Florida by 20 last week. Yeah, in Knoxville, though. That's what I'm saying. At home, those teams, each team won the home game. Florida blew out Tennessee at home. Tennessee blew out Florida at home. But this game's at Auburn, so there's no excuse for the Barn other than just being dog shit. I mean, they don't have the "but we were on the road" excuse. They're at home, and they're getting beat bad, humiliated even in 2. Is DJ Lagway a better cheerleader than quarterback? Is there some kind of joke there? What did he do something about a cheerleader or something? I don't know anything about that. Florida finally missed a 3-pointer. Uh-oh. But they're up 17. Auburn with a fucking air ball. Broom from 6 inches away. The guy y'all said is supposed to be really good misses a fucking layup. White boy in the paint, layup, no good. Rebounded Florida to a different white boy who puts it in. Auburn's getting the fuck beat out of them by a bunch of white people. This is fucking sad. This is fucking sad. Oh shit, Auburn made a layup. Alert the news media. And they were fouled. Chance for a 3-point play. It was a 10-point lead at the half. Florida was up 10 at the half. 48-38. You've seen enough? Come back on deck now? Well, we'll see. Yeah, that was the spark that Auburn needed. Yeah, that was it. That was the spark that Auburn needed there. Florida's making 3-pointers from mid-court, blindfolded, getting every rebound. Shit, wild. Real wild. Auburn might be down bad. They put all their eggs in the basketball basket, and it like they might not be no good. Come on. Come on. same time. I already told you that. So get up in your, if you're thinking he'll be on your blankie. Get back the Auburn plus 9.5 now. Yeah, I should double down. I should double down on it. I should chase my losses. Yes, that's what I should do. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Should chase my losses by betting on the barn. I haven't seen a team down this bad since 63-3. Holy shit. At least Lou didn't trade Luka to the Lakers. Yeah, the Mavs did, though. Mavs did. Mavs said he was fat and lazy. Is that true? Auburn missed the free throw but got the rebound and put it in for 2. And don't look now, but they've cut it to 15. They've cut it to 15. At some point, they're going to have to learn how to play defense, though, which doesn't look like that's going to be happening anytime soon. Florida for 3. Oh, they missed another one? That's like 2 threes in a row Florida has missed. The wheels must be falling off. Auburn misses a layup, which is par for the course. Florida for another 3, and they drain that one. And a foul on Auburn. Auburn is absolute dog shit. People lost their minds with that Luka trade. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I like Luka. Back-to-back fouls by the barn. Back-to-back fouls by the barn. Barn might be dog shit. Nailed another 3. It's a 21-point lead. Florida 68, Auburn 47. Auburn might well pack this shit in. They get Florida with a foul that time? Yeah, they're getting donkey stomped. Dallas fans walking the streets with a coffin. Luka plus LeBron equals whiniest team. Yeah. Yeah. Luka does cry for a foul after every shot he's ever taken, period. Every single shot Luka takes, he immediately looks at the referee like, every fucking time. I noticed that in the playoffs last year. Auburn misses another layup. Nobody missed, actually missed 2 in a row. Nobody misses layups like Auburn. I'll give them that. They got to be the best team in the country at missing layups. They did draw a foul on the second missed layup, though, by some miracle. If Florida keeps this up, they might put in that 9-foot white boy that doesn't ever play. If Florida keeps winning by this much, we might get to see that 9-foot white boy. Auburn, of course, misses the free throw. $20-point game. And it's still a lot of time for it to get worse. 14 minutes to go. Florida with the ball up 20. Long 3. Accidentally missed it. Rebounded by Auburn. Florida with another foul. Florida playing for Octavian today. Octavian needs something to be happy about, don't he? He really does. He needs something to be happy about. Auburn with a long three. Drains it. Uh-oh. The comeback is on. They've done cut the lead to 17. They done cut the lead to 17 now. Florida's in trouble. Florida's on the ropes. I'm sure of it. Turnover. Auburn gets it. Lays it in. They've cut the lead to 15. War Tiger or whatever the fuck it is. The Plainsman. $79305. Yeah, that sounds about right. He's a goofy looking motherfucker too, but I don't think it's possible to be 8 foot tall and not be goofy looking. You know, have you ever seen him? He looks like a newborn baby giraffe when he walks. It's just, you know, he's uncoordinated as fuck. But I'd be uncoordinated too if I was 8 feet tall. Bruce Pearl for Heisman. Yeah, I don't think 8 foot tall people. I'd be curious what the life expectancy is for people who are 8 feet tall compared to people who are 6 feet tall. Look that up, Vandy Dandy, and get back to us on that. Average life expectancy for 8 foot people versus 6 foot people. You know, it's like that with dogs. Smaller dogs live longer than bigger dogs. Is Manute Bowl still around? Anybody know? What's Uncle Lou? A college football YouTuber. I mean, he's other things too, but that's mostly what he's known for. Manute Bowl passed away. Well, how old was he? How old was Manute Bowl when he passed away? Died at the age of 48. Dang. I mean, I hate to hear that, but it looks like the theory might be true. The theory might be true. Andre the Giant died at 46. See? Our theory might be right about 8 foot people. Wiki says 48 to 62. Yeah, see, so 6 foot people live taller. 6 foot people live taller than 8 foot people. See? You're 5'9". Well, I'm 5'12". I'm 5'12". So. All right, 13 minutes to go. 15-point game. Florida all over the barn in this one. Another 3 for Florida. Missed it, though. Oh, and then Auburn immediately turns it over. God damn it. Florida's starting to cool off a little bit from three-point land. See what they do here. Drives the lane, alley-oop. White boy dunk on an alley-oop. It's officially over. When you're letting white boys alley-oop dunk on you, the game's over. Can't the barn make a comeback? No, there was just a white boy alley-oop. Game's over. Back to a 17-point lead for Florida. Auburn with a turnaround jumper. Back to 15. 70-55 is the score. 12 minutes to go. Florida, another 3. Another miss. And Auburn gets the rebound. Yeah, Florida cooling off from three-point land. Somebody mentioned that earlier, that Florida was shooting 50% from 3, and there's no way they can keep that up. Well, they're coming back to reality here. Might be too little too late for the barn, though. I'm taking Clemson plus the points tonight against Duke. What's up? I'm new here. Well, I don't know whether to congratulate you or apologize to you. You've reached the end of the internet, bud. If you're here. Who do you think will win the national championship? In what, basketball? I don't have any idea. I don't know enough about basketball to know that. I mean, if I were to make a pick on somebody winning the national title, I would just have to pick one of the best teams. I mean, I don't know enough about it to pick anything other than that. You know, Duke, Auburn, whoever else is good, I don't know. Clemson beating Duke tonight, says Chops Babe. Yeah, I don't know about that, but I am taking Clemson plus the points. So. No, Jeremiah, not today. The barn cannot do anything right today. No. No. Did we run the new person off already? I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to run you off. There's nothing wrong with being new. Everybody here was new at one point. Hell, I was new here at one point. I still remember my first day here. Auburn always chokes in tournament. I think you spelled Tennessee wrong, too, on that. I remember the fat people at Walmart video. No worries, I'm just multitasking. Yeah, me too. Are you spotting planes while you're watching this stream? You always got the Vols on your mind, Lou. Yep, and the Gators and Auburn and Georgia and Notre Dame and Alabama and Southern Cal and Penn State and Ohio State and Michigan and Clemson and North Carolina and Deion Sanders and Colorado and Mike Norvell and Florida. Anybody I mention, I always have them on my mind. All I do is talk about whatever team it is that pisses you off when I talk about them. That's all I ever talk about, is that team. I sure hope the Dogs come back strong. So much respect for Kirby. Well, we'll see. They got a lot of questions for next year. Lou lives rent-free in my head, says Brett Brown. Well, that's a much better deal than I get from living here. Oh, yeah, all I ever talk about is Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech stays on my mind. Texas A&M, too. All I ever do is talk about Texas A&M. Still love the 2015 Georgia versus Florida video. That was the first video I ever had that went viral. I was getting emailed by news stations and everybody else the next day on that video. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't forget about that. All I ever talk about is gambling and Vegas and pit bosses and blackjack rules. That's all I ever do. That's all I ever talk about. Some idiot pays me $1,400 to live in a 700 square foot box in a bad part of Nashville. Motley Dog, what's up, buddy? I don't know why Auburn is such dog shit at home. I mean, that's alarming, isn't it? It's got to be alarming. Official review. Meanwhile, it's a 14-point game. All Lou ever talk about is Vegas. Yeah, that's it. Fatan Balta. Yeah, fuck Fatan Balta. What are you doing? With the weird routine. I don't like that shit. I don't like when you get to acting weird in here. It makes me nervous. You're going to have to either do something normal or you're going to have to go out in the living room. Auburn is the same team that looked like horse dung in the first round last year. Uh-oh. That can't be good. 14-point game. Florida with the ball. Vandy Danny wins everybody's ever made. Oh, that's a fact there. 100%. Florida up 14 with possession. How is that not a travel? Auburn ball. Dang. Auburn caught a break there. It looked like he slapped him in the face. It looked like he slapped Florida man in the face, didn't he? No call, though. And it's going to be Auburn's ball down 14. Now Auburn turns it over. Bruce Pearl's having a stroke and a heart attack at the same time on the sideline. And Florida with a turnaround hook underneath the basket is good. Back to a, what is that? God, I can't even add this shit up anymore. 16-point lead now. 72-56, 10.5 minutes to go. Auburn with possession. Down a million. Underneath, off the glass, good. Back to a 14-point game. Lou, are you putting the shelves back up? Yeah, probably. I'm redoing the whole back during the offseason. I'm probably going to go back to the shelves. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, but probably go back to the shelves. White boy behind the back for Florida. Now ditches it out. White boy 3 from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by the barn. Down 14. They need to go on a run. Come on, Barn. Fuck are y'all doing? Supposed to be the #1 team in the country. Turns out you're dog shit at home. Jumper. No good. Foul on the barn on the rebound. $14-point lead, 72-58. Florida inbounding the ball, up 14. Trap in the corner. Florida gets out of it. And turnover. Florida stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Auburn with a full court press there. Worked that time. Forces a turnover. They'll get the ball back down 14 with 9:43 to go. I don't like you being down there on the floor because I feel like I'm gonna step on you if I get mad about something when you're supposed to be up in your chair on your blanket anyway. I don't know why you gotta lay on the floor right behind me. You know I do dumb shit in here. What if I get worked up and step backwards and get to accidentally kicking you in the head or something? Yeah, go on out there.
Come on.
She's doing weird shit.
Come on.
All right, 12-point game. So they've cut it from 21 to 12. I mean, they're headed in the right direction, but still going to take a miracle here. And now they get Auburn with a foul on the floor to inbound. I think Auburn might be dog shit in basketball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you getting blown out at home. Are you pulling for the Gators?
I'm not pulling for anybody.
She said he's not pulling for anybody.
I'm pulling for dinner because I'm starving.
I'm starving too. Florida free throw is good. The first one anyway. Auburn with the ball, jumper from the corner, no good, rebounded by Florida. 14-point lead for the Gators. 9 minutes to go. Auburn's got a lot of work to do. And Florida turns it over. Bad pass. Auburn gets the ball back. Down 14. Come on, Barn. Do something. Auburn needs to start hitting some threes. This dink and dunk shit no good. Auburn's running up the middle, down 21 in the fourth quarter. Underneath the broom. Good, and a foul. So chance for a three-point play here for the Barn the hard way. What's up, Hoghead? Up, 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 up. Up, up.
See, look, she thinks you're calling. Come on.
She wants to go out.
Oh, you need to go out?
Auburn for three. Bang! Never count out the Barn. Never count. Oh, shit. 9-point game. Come on, Barn. Crowd getting into it now. Florida with the ball. They were up 21, down to 9 now. And they get Auburn with another foul. Pete, did you bet the Barn too? How many subs am I away from 100,000? 100,000 minus whatever many subs I have now. I think I have 70,000, so about 30,000 away. Does it tell me the exact amount? Hold on. Let's see. I've got 71,891. So about 28,109. 28,109. Free throw is good for Florida. And it's now an 11-point lead. Auburn with the ball, 8 minutes to go. Come on, dummies. Come on, dummies. Auburn for 3. No good. Rebound. Good. Broom put it in off the rebound. Back to a, what is that? 9-point game now. Yeah, get Uncle Lou to 100,000. That's a great idea. Go get 30,000 of your friends. Tell them to subscribe to LouTube. Crowd loud now. 9-point game. Auburn's got to find a way to quit fouling, though. Tough shot for Florida. No good. But their white boy gets the rebound again. Florida for 3. No good. Florida gets the rebound again. For 3 again. Drains it. Can't get a fucking rebound. Auburn wanted a foul. Didn't get called. Wow. That was big for Florida. I'm your only friend? Well, could be worse, I guess. Do I like watching softball? No. The only sport I like watching is football, college football, unless I'm betting on some. I'll watch anything if I'm betting on it. But the only sport I watch for fun is college football. And I don't think I've ever bet on softball, so probably won't ever be watching that. Well, never say never, but I don't remember ever betting on a softball game. What's up, fools? We about to beat the Gump Man tonight. Arkansas plays Bama tonight. Can you bet on softball? You can probably bet on, like, college softball. If you bet on Saudi Arabian basketball, I do bet on Saudi Arabian basketball. That is true. Early, I do that early in the morning when there's nothing else to bet on here. I will bet. I do bet on Saudi Arabian basketball. That is true. I've never bet on esports. Georgia has a chance to get a ranked win today at home. Who do they play? Mississippi State today? Is that game on now? I don't do very many parlays. If I do a parlay, it's just usually just 2 bets. Parlays are sucker bets. Parlays are the dumbest bets you can make. I do parlays every once in a while if I'm up big, but even then it's only like maybe a 2 or a 3 bet parlay. Or I'll do a money line parlay where so the payout's not that. I hit a parlay earlier today, but it was all big favorites on the money line, so you don't win anything. I bet 100 and 192. I had Tennessee, Kentucky, and Michigan State, all 3 on the money line parlay. That hit, but that's a money line parlay. So I bet $100 and I won $92. Gambling is for suckers. And I'm guilty as charged. Clemson and Duke should be an entertaining game. At least I hope it is. Yeah, I hope it is too, because I'm taking Clemson plus the points. So it needs to be entertaining in order for me to win that bet. Because if it's not entertaining, that means Duke blew them out, which would be bad for the Pay Lou movement. $22-point lead now for Florida. I mean 12-point lead for Florida. Florida had cut it to 9. Or Auburn had cut it to 9. Back up to 12. Auburn with the ball. Rebound. A missed shot, but Auburn gets the rebound. Puts up a 3. No good. But referees say, wait a minute, there's a foul. I think this foul is going to be on Florida. 12-point game. 79-67. Yeah, Auburn be shooting free throws here. Current spread for Duke Clemson. Last I saw it was 5.5, but let me look. Duke Clemson spread 6.5. Yeah, I'm going to take it right now at 6.5. That game comes on at 6:30. All right. I've got Clemson plus 6.5. Florida scores again. Lead back up to 14. 6.5 to go. Take Minnesota plus 6.5. NBA or college? Auburn with the ball, and boy, they're moving at a snail's pace considering they're down 14 with 6 minutes to go. Jumper no good, rebounded by Florida. Florida with the ball in a 14-point lead. Yes, at Clemson. Take Minnesota in college. What'd you say? Minnesota plus what? Minnesota plus 6.5. I have it at plus 7. All right, I'll take it at plus 7. Minnesota plus 7. There you go. It's a bet. Locked in. There you go. Minnesota plus 7. Back to a 12-point lead. 5 minutes to go. Florida with the ball. White boy dribble and drive. Turn around hook. No good. Auburn with the rebound. Got a score here. Nope. Out of control shot. No good. Three-pointer for Florida. No good. Florida gets the rebound. Another 3. And drains it. Florida is killing them on the rebounds. And the 3. Rebounding and three-point shooting is what is hurting Auburn in this game. Down 15. 4 minutes to go. Running out of time. Broom, twist, shot, no good. Rebounded Florida, kicks it off his foot, turnover. Auburn drives, layup, no good. Rebound Florida. Auburn is dog shit, rinse, repeat. They fucking suck, they're garbage, and they're terrible, and they're never going to win anything in any sport ever again. If I live to be 500 years old, they're fucking dog shit. Florida up 15 with the ball. Shot no good, rebounded by Auburn, but it's just out of time. 3.5 minutes to go, down 15. Are they going to call a foul ever? Okay, finally. Auburn be at the free throw line here. Texas owns the SEC. Yeah, they've got 0 SEC titles in any sport ever. Wow, that's amazing. Texas in the SEC and has never won it in any sport. That's bad. That's bad, bud. That's real bad, bud. I love the off season. Told y'all earlier, college football fans are at their stupidest in the off season. And every single live stream I do, that point gets proven. Do I put flavor in my water? No. No. Sometimes I put lemon juice in there. But this is just a bottle of water. If I drink water like at a restaurant, you know, in a glass with ice and all that, then I'll put a lemon in it. But generally, when I'm at home, no, I just drink water. No. I don't buy any mixes to put in my water. No. Do you? If you do, why? Stop doing that if you do. That's an order. Oh. Yep. Jambalaya time, dummies. Droovy, thank you.
You're welcome. Come on. Come on.
You gotta spice it up with some of that pigskin Pete. You know what I'm talking about? UC Irvine plus 1.5. All right. The rind and the lemon at the restaurant is not clean. Neither are the plates, the silverware, or anything else you're touching or eating at a restaurant. Why the fuck are you worried about the lemon? All right, we lost on the Auburn game. So we're going to need Clemson to cover and whatever dog shit team Dylan was talking about, Minnesota. I didn't even look at who Minnesota was playing. I just bet it for just blindly. I don't know if they're home, away, who they're playing. Don't care. Auburn done fucked around and made a free throw. 13-point game, though. What is it, 3.5 to go? Teams being ranked or not doesn't have anything to do with betting, bud. That's why they're point spreads. Florida accidentally missed a 3. Rebounded by Auburn. 13-point game with 3 minutes to go. Come on, Barn, do something. Auburn for 3. No good. Florida with the rebound. Florida for 3. Drains it. That's it. Game over. Auburn's got a guy that literally doesn't give up. He's just laying on the floor and won't even give up. Won't even get up. That's down bad there. That's down real bad.
You don't even want to get up when being helped either. Look at that.
Were we supposed to go out to eat today?
No, next week.
Okay. What day?
Saturday.
Okay. For not Valentine's Day.
Right.
Mm-mm. Is chat still 5-star dummies, or did we earn the 5-star chat honors? Unfortunately, the chat is perpetual 5-star dummies. Yeah. Unfortunately. Super Bowl plans. I'm streaming the Super Bowl, but that's going to be on Patreon. So a lot of you are already on the Patreon page. So I'll post the link up tomorrow on Patreon around 5:30. We'll start the stream around 6, and we'll hang out and watch Super Bowl tomorrow. If you're not on the Patreon, what are you doing? You know, you should have been on the Patreon a long time ago. Shame on you. But you can go ahead and fix that problem, because the link to the Patreon page is in the description of this video that you're watching right now. Click the Patreon link, get signed up on Patreon. We'll watch Super Bowl tomorrow. As far as my bet on the game, I've got Philadelphia plus 1.5. Eagles plus 1.5. Is Patreon like OnlyFans? No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I only have a Patreon and a Feet Finder. Take Texas Tech plus 3.5 college basketball. And a dog shit team are they playing? Texas Tech. Where the fuck is this at now? Why don't you tell me to take Georgia? Texas Tech doesn't play till 10:30.
Damn.
All right, Texas Tech plus 3.5 on the road at Arizona. Now, to me, that sounds like a terrible idea. I'm just going to be honest with you, Dylan. I don't like taking road teams.
Wow.
Auburn's still down 13 for no reason, but they won't give up. Foul on Florida, though. Man, this is good. You did good.
Thank you.
You did good on that.
Yeah, I fished for the shrimp and everything all by myself.
I wonder where you was at. Yeah, Feet Finder is like OnlyFans, but it's feet only.
Well, isn't Dylan the one that, like, he's been doing good with the betting?
Yeah. Well, sometimes. Sometimes he's dog shit. That's just how it goes with the betting. Florida is back. And I love the offseason. Yeah, this year's recruiting class should really help you in 2027 and 2028. I hope you're still around then. Don't know who your coach will be. And Florida's at 13, but not that 13 is bad, but 13's not 8. And then you said Florida State's perpetual dog shit or whatever. Isn't that them at 12, though? Oh, wrong year. Yeah, Florida at 8. That is a good recruiting class. Florida State at 19. Where's Colorado? Gotta scroll way down. 37. They don't even care about recruiting, do they? No, they don't. They don't give a fuck about recruiting. The thing about Florida and Florida State football, they both have coaches that don't know what the fuck they're doing. 9-point game. Auburn just won't give up, would it? 9-point game with 1:20 to go. Auburn commits the foul. The biggest problem with Florida and Florida State is they both have a coach who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Mike Norvell and Billy Napier are terrible. Dog shit. Christ is king. What is this, the Middle Ages? Florida shooting free throws with 1:18 to go. Makes the first one. 10-point game. At least Napier is 500, Norvell not so much. I don't know what they're overall. I know Norvell's had 3 losing seasons in 5 years, but Napier's had 2 losing seasons in 3 years, so they're really like 2 different piles of shit from the same cow. Now Auburn turns the ball over for no reason. Let's see. Mike Norvell at Florida State is 33-27, which unfortunately for you is not a losing record. It looks like you might have been wrong there. At Florida State, Mike Norvell has a 55% winning percentage. Wait till you find out what Billy Napier's is. You're going to be down bad. Telling you now. Mike Norvell, 55% winning percentage at Florida State. Billy Napier, 500 at Florida. And that's a miracle that he's 500. So, yeah. So, yeah, Norvell, better winning percentage than Sunbelt Billy. But neither one of them know what the fuck they're doing. Napier had to replace Mullen. Yeah, Mullen took you to the SEC title game, dummy. Mullen's so much better than Napier, it's not even funny. Dan Mullen could coach circles around Billy Napier. Mullen is not better than Napier. Oh. All right, well, Napier's got a 500 record. At Florida. Dan Mullen at Florida had a 70% winning percentage at Florida. So I know you're a Florida man, but 70% is higher than 50%. So not only is Dan Mullen better overall, which of course he is, he was better at Florida too than Napier. So you downgraded, bud. It is what it is. You downgraded. Napier's dog shit. Yeah, don't matter, no time left.
Oh, that's true.
Ohio State's permanently soft. All right, Florida wins by, what, 12, 9, something? Barn ranked number 1 in the country and gets humiliated at home by Florida, 90-81. You hate to see it. If you're more, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, Connor Stallions. Or Paxton Rogers. If it's more important to you how Florida players are doing in the NFL than it is how Florida is doing in college football, I don't know why you're a college football. You're mentally retarded. Guy literally said, record doesn't matter. Good. Paxton says, record doesn't mean shit. How many Mullen players are in the NFL doing something right now? Who gives a fuck? That's got to be one of the dumbest takes of all time right there. I don't care if my team wins any games or not. I just want them to put players in the NFL. That's got to be an all-time retard take. Mullen is not better than Napier. There's not one data point that you can point to that shows Napier is better. Not a single one. The one that matters the most is drastically in Mullen's favor. Wins and losses. Coaches are judged on wins and losses, buddy, no matter how mad it makes you. And Billy Napier is dog shit and doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. To say that you don't care what your team's record is, all you care about is what their former players are doing in the NFL, I'm serious. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And I hear dumb shit on a continuous basis on this channel. And that's Mount Rushmore of stupidity. I don't care what my team's record is. I just want players that used to play for my team to do good in the NFL. Has got to be one of the all-time retard takes of college football history.
5-star dummy.
Hey Lou, glad to see you made it back safe. I've been more Michigan fans crying about the suck nut natty than anyone. It's very weird. Go Eagles. It's actually not that weird at all. That a team's rival would be crying about the rival winning the natty. I don't care what my team's record is. I just want players that used to play for my team to do good in the NFL. That's just absolutely retarded. See, you were forced to say something that's stupid because you're trying to convince yourself that Napier is better than Mullen, which he's not, and the record proves that, and you know the record proves that. So you painted yourself into a corner in a circular room, which is hard to do. It's almost impossible. You ever been backed into a corner of a circular room?
No.
Well, this guy has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done backed himself right into the corner of a circular room. And in an effort to defend his indefensible point, he finds himself in a situation where he's having to claim that he doesn't care if his college football team wins any games or not. He only cares how many, interceptions that Anthony Richardson throws for the Colts? What? There's not a single Florida Gator in the NFL that's worth a fuck, my guy. Not any. None. Zero. Florida's absolute dog shit and has been for the better part of eternity. Okay? Eternity, bud. Florida's been playing football for 100 years. They were good for a 17-year period from 1991 to 2008. Outside of that, you guessed it, complete dog shit. They joined the SEC in the 1930s, bud. Guess how many SEC titles they won in the 30s? 0. 40s? 0. 50s? 0. 60s? 0. 70s? 0. 80s?
0.
0. And then they finally decided to try in the 90s and the 2000s. So they did win some SEC titles in the 90s and 2000s. But then we got to the 2010s, and they're right back to the rinse, repeat routine. 0 SEC titles in the 2000s, 0 SEC titles in the 2020s. If you're adding that up at home, the Florida Gators have been playing SEC football for 10 decades. And in 8 of those 10 decades, Florida has 0 SEC championships. They're complete and utter fucking dog shit. The Florida Gators that you see right now under Billy Napier, that's the normal Florida team. Not the team you saw back in the 90s under Spurrier or Urban Meyer. That was the anomaly. Florida in general is the fucking doormat. And they're likely to remain that way for the foreseeable future, no matter how many 8-year-olds Tim Tebow snips foreskin off of. That sick motherfucker. Imagine traveling the world to fondle 8-year-olds. And you're not even a Catholic priest.
Oh,
that's Tim Tebow.
Lord.
Tim Tebow has traveled the globe diddling 8-year-old boys with a pair of fucking medical scissors. What a sick fuck Tim Tebow is. Talk to y'all later.